What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 20 Diamond Dynasty video. How about those Rays, baby? What a wacky turn of events. What a weird and wild stuff that was happening. Lord knows what's going through the mind of the Dodgers right there. Maybe the 5G cell towers are finally having their supposed effect, and they were just running rampant. They couldn't control themselves from making those plays because it looked like something you'd see on MLB The Show. Look directly. I could have swore somebody had turned on a McKenzie video, and I was watching some crazy stuff happen. Not quite to 30 seconds yet, but yeah, the Fresh Prince dropping the ball to let the inevitable game-winning run score. A tough year for Will Smith. Loses game 4 for the Dodgers, and also had his wife cheat on him. So here's hoping to better days ahead. Getting into this one, we're talking about my 10th inning program predictions, because that's coming in real hot. About as hot as I am right now. It's quite temperate in this room right now, so if I sweat, just know it's fine. Don't worry about it. 4:20 left until the 10th inning program. Not even planned, obviously. Would never do such a thing. But before we get into this one, make sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Gonna have some big coverage, big news to talk about tomorrow with Griffey week. And a lot of stuff, a lot of content coming soon. It is not slowing down, despite the season only having, what, 4 more days left to it. Get into this one. So, we got another clue. I didn't get a chance to talk about it on Friday. Weird day, weird update. Regardless, a 10th inning program is one-of-a-kind program. Now, the first clue that we saw a week ago, you guys actually don't believe me right now, do you? One-of-a-kind program. You couldn't see it. This big, voluptuous horse face was blocking it. Promise. I would never fib. I would never discourage you from not seeing it. It's on the schedule yourself. Could have checked it your goddamn self. But initially, I thought it was going to be Finest. What a lot of people were telling me, and what I really do believe now, since it is a one-of-a-kind program, that would lead me to believe it's something that we have not seen before. We have seen Finest. That is something that's happened. We can't talk about it yet. That was the clue that we had last week. Can't talk about it yet because their careers haven't really started. I think it is going to be future stars. I think that's what we're going to see for the 10th inning program. And I'm pretty sure we are going to see this at some point, because it is just inevitable. They got these cards, they got the rights to these players, they're gonna use them. We haven't seen all the big name future star cards. Of course, we have seen a guy like Casey Mize, which would be fucking fantastic, fan-fucking-tastic. In layman's terms, to get that card here. Obviously not, it's already released, but Adley Rutschman is pretty much the cream of the crop that we could be expecting right here. And lucky for us, there's more or less a formula to look at, so we don't even have to think, which is of course never a fun thing to do. Think smarter, not harder. And you can do so by just looking at the trends for every other damn future star card. So basically, this is what you can expect from that 99 Adley Rutschman when he comes out. He's going to have 95 fielding. All the ones that I saw basically increase their fielding, arm, and arm accuracy up by 10. So he's going to have 95 fielding, 95 arm, and arm accuracy is going to be above 90 if you care about that. I don't. Blocking and reaction both get boosted up by 5 at this threshold, which I think is going to be pretty much the same thing. Maybe his reaction goes up to 85. I don't think so. His block's gonna be at 90. Then once we get into the big stuff, the shit that really matters, that you came here for an Adley Rutschman card, a switch hitter that's going to get plus 15 to plus 20 on all contact and power attributes. So that's just say on the low end, if he gets 15, he's going to have 100 plus contact both sides, and he's going to have 90 power both sides, alongside about 85 vision, and it could even be more. It could be 105 and 95 power per side as a switch hitter. On top of it, he's probably going to get 10 more speed to have it at 64. And it's just going to be an unstoppable card. Really, the pure magnitude of this shit is something to behold, something to arouse you, which I am very excited for. I didn't really get a chance to use his prospect card because by the time I could actually afford him, because believe it or not, Gomes did not make World Series the first season. Made it every other time, of course. you know, elite gamer barbarian. The hell else you would expect. But yeah, that's pretty much what you could expect from Adley Rutschman. I think it's going to be the best catcher in the game, up there with Piazza. I think those two are kind of going to be 1A, 1B. It really depends what you're looking for. This card's going to be better overall, more speed, more defense, switch hitter ability, but Piazza's going to have the pure power attributes over him. Next up, I think Wander Franco would basically be a guarantee. On top of that, the #1 prospect in baseball. And I'll be honest, this card's gonna have to really do some shit, because I was not even the least bit hard for when the actual prospect program came out, because initially it was, I think, 400,000 stubs to get this goddamn card. We already had Jimmy Rollins out, which is essentially the same shit. So needless to say, I was not semi-chubbed. I was not partially chubbed. Instead, my cock moved inside of itself. It was more or less a vagina. I had... let's not go any further. Wander Franco, regardless, let's just say same formula. He's gonna have diamond defense for sure, alongside 90+ arm strength. The speed's gonna be right up there, neck and neck with that 90 attribute, staring it in the face. Contact and power, of course, is the big thing. And again, a switch hitter. A lot of these prospect cards are. He's gonna have really good stuff. Let's just say 20. Round number. It's going to get up to 117 contact against righties, 105 against lefties. The power, 94 and 84. That's not elite, but it still hits the threshold, which supposedly should allow you to hit more home runs. Getting perfects. Vision is going to be up above 100, and it should be a really good card. Now, we did just get Honus, which kind of leads me to believe maybe we're not going to see another shortstop back-to-back. It could be. One could say. One could find out in 420, of course. McKenzie Gore. If we're going to get a pitcher, it's going to be McKenzie Gore. I don't see anybody else really with the... you know, the pure chutzpah, or I guess the overall, it's going to get up there based on prospect cards. And I don't think it's guaranteed to be somebody who had a prospect card, but more or less the top prospects got prospect cards, so the prospect cards are going to turn into future star cards. You get the fucking deal. McKenzie Gore. This, of course, was another one of those collections. I don't know why I sounded so heated there. Needless to say, I would be shocked and appalled if they did not add a sinker onto this bad boy, which at that point is going to make him so good. Honestly, it's gonna make him so deadly, because right now this card would look a lot like a Chris Sale a bit, except, you know, the curveball instead of the two-seamer. He's gonna be incredibly better than Chris Sale, because again, this is the formula to look at. Plus 10 stamina is what I've been seeing, so that kind of blows a little bit. That's not necessarily good, at least in my opinion. You want somebody with high stamina, especially with how the game works this year. So it's not ideal to only have 98, but kind of what you come to expect with these prospect cards. He's going to get 15 to 20 plus on his per 9 attributes, which again, let's just call it 20. That's going to move his hit 9 up to 106, his K9 up to 112, his BB9 up to 95, and then he's also going to gain a mph boost on all his fastball pitches, so his four seam's going to go up to 97. The sinker, I would imagine, if they get, good lord, if they give him a 92 mile-an-hour sinker comparatively to a 97 mile-an-hour fastball, holy fuck is all I have to say. That would probably be a top tier pitcher in this game. The only knock you could say at that point is stamina, I would assume, and then his breaking stuff. I think the slider does also gain velocity boost. The curveball and the circle changeup would actually go down 1 mph, and he'd also give incremental control and break boosts, but you can't see that on the card itself, of course. So McKenzie Gore, if we do get a pitcher, it is definitely going to be him. And I almost think Gavin Lux might be more so having a chance to be in there than Wander Franco, just for the pure fact that Wander Franco is a shortstop. We just got a shortstop. Second base is kind of similar to shortstop. He could play shortstop, but he's not a shortstop. Gavin Lux, I think more people would actually want, fair to say, because, again, we'll just go by 20s. He would get up to 119 contact against right-handers, up to 96 contact against lefties, 108 power against righties, and 98 power against lefties, with about 75 to 80 vision. Diamond defense, 80 plus arm at second base or shortstop. He's still gonna have a gold shield if you do play him at secondary at short. 80 plus reaction, and 85 speed. As a left-handed bat, I think that's definitely really good. I think that's probably towards the top tier of the second base shortstop position, which is kind of an overloaded, overblown, bloated position at this point, since basically if we got a POTM card that month, it's probably a shortstop, or he can probably play shortstop, being as we got the Jose Ramirez, being as we got the Fernando Tatis Jr. We've just been getting so many from that position. I don't know. I think this is what we're going to see. I could be wrong. Very sparsely has Gomes been known to be wrong, but it could happen, theoretically. So I think that's probably what's going to be expected. The only other thing I can think of with a one-of-a-kind program, because, they talked about the Griffey week, they sent out a tweet. Again, I'll talk about that more in depth in news tomorrow, is maybe it's going to be something like past, present, and future. So we get a Griffey card, maybe we get an Adley Rushman card, and in the present day, who do we get there? Maybe a DeGrom. DeGrom, a card that we've always been looking for, a card that we never get. That could be cool. I don't know. A past, present, future, a future star. I would think it's got to be one of those two right there. It's clearly not going to be something relatively familiar. It's going to be a one of a kind, so they say. So I guess we shall have big expectations and hopefully not get let down like Dodgers fans were last night, and hopefully tonight as well. Rays, hopefully you guys are cheering for them. I'm excited to see the 2 to 3 people wearing Rays jerseys in the crowd tonight, and yeah, gonna be tweeting live on Twitter. So let's go buck wild and let's go Rays. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like down below. And thank you for watching. You guys have a great day. Thank you,